This is the first message of its class in the face of the earth that explains it in this way. So, Pastor, this is the only place where they explain that? Yes, I've gone to many places around the world, and blessed are those who have an ear to hear. Let's repeat it. But if you are led by the Spirit, you are not under the law. Romans chapter 8, verse 1, and so forth. There is therefore now no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who do not walk according to the flesh, the shadow, but according to the Spirit. If you're under the law, you're under condemnation. And then, because of speaking of the law, for the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the shadow, from the law of sin and death. Why did Paul call the law a ministry of condemnation and death? Because he was speaking of the shadow, not of the law of the Spirit, not of the spiritual law. That's why it says that the law of the Spirit of life in Christ Jesus has made me free from the law of sin and death. Pastor, it's going to free me? No, it's free me already. Then it says, for what was impossible to the law, to the what? To the law, what's impossible? Difficult? No. Impossible. If it was, but the law, it says, did not perfect anything. The law perfected nothing, and whosoever keeps it today, neither will he be found perfect. Yes, Pastor, but it's okay with what you said, but please leave the Sabbath, because I'm going to keep the Sabbath. The Sabbath is the seal, the defense of their doctrine. No, if you remove the 9 commandments, you must remove the 4th commandment. You must remove the shadow. Don't you see that the shadow causes harm? It makes you throw punches in the air. Remember the riddle that says, what passes through water and doesn't get wet? Well, the shadow, it does nothing. What goes through the water and doesn't get wet? The shadow. Because that's nothing.